Yo, what's going on, y'all? I want to welcome y'all to the Truckin Chubbzy show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. We getting ready to start this thing up right now. Right now, yes, sir, we are absolutely. And here we go. Yes, sir. What's going on, y'all? Like and subscribe. Go for the ride. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, y'all, I want to shout out to the mother trucker, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Great show. Great dude, man. He really is, man. Super great dude. That guy is, man. You know, they be out there killing it, man. So, right now in the trucking industry, man, we got some things going on called double brokering. And Mother Trucker touched on it, man. He exposing what's going on out there in the truck driving world. Well, y'all know that that's my job that I do besides making content is that I'm a truck driver. So and unlike other truck drivers, I don't make content about driving trucks. There's enough out there. Truckin Chubbzy, that name comes from just me being a truck driver, and I just thought it was cool to do that. But obviously, a lot of people think it's something else. But I think this is just a unique perspective of coming from the truck driving world and not always talking about trucks. All right, that's what I do for a living, y'all, and I'm proud to be here and make content for y'all. But nonetheless, I want to get into this video, mother trucker. I'm not gonna play the whole thing for y'all because I don't want no strikes to go against me. So it's only like 18 to 20 seconds. So I'm gonna skip to the this scene. I'm gonna play this scene, then I'll play another one. Let's get into it.
Double broker. I probably double brokered a load to you, and I teach all of my clients to double broker. For people that don't know what double brokering is, you book a load with your carrier MC from a broker, and you resell it to another carrier. Yeah, double broker. Guess what? Creating.
See, that's crazy. And that's mother trucker right there for people who don't know who that is. Okay, it's a YouTuber, great guy. Check out his content. He always got some cool things talking about trucks. Okay.
Understand this. I tell you guys, and I help you guys open up your own brokerage, so you never have to worry about double brokered freight, so you never have to worry about a broker burning you. I teach people how to open up a brokerage. I will show you how to talk to shippers, how to get loads, how to make $50,000 a month with your brokerage the way I do.
If you don't believe me,
And you see, that's how they get everybody right there. Is they get y'all with with all the fancy jewelry and talking about the cars and the money, because who don't want to make money? Like, you're a fool if you really don't want to make money. Like, come on, like, who don't want to make some coin, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there on the ground right now. You know what I mean? Like, who don't want to make coin? Like, that's just hands down just the thing. You know. Shout out to all my truck drivers. And the thing is this double brokering thing right now is killing the game. I know I made a video that a lot of people gave me some flack for, saying, "Look, man, you sound kind of racist when you're saying it this way." Well, I broke it down, and all I was saying is that drivers from other countries, what they do is they might take freight cheaper because in the country that they're from, and they might be going back to, or they might be taking care of a family or their families back home overseas. Our money's worth more, so to them, taking a load for the cheap is actually more money than a lot more money than what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense, like, we all are truck drivers. We all take care of each other out there. Now, there's ignorant people everywhere you go, in every ethnicity, culture, whatever. But in this truck driving thing, as far as I can remember, and as far as long as I've been out here, we take care of each other, man. You know what I'm saying? We give each other showers. We give each other food. We help each other back in. We help you know what I'm saying? Whatever we need done, we help with. You know what I'm saying? And that's the cool thing about being a truck driver. It's kind of like, I know you're the only one in there operating that truck by yourself, but it's also like playing a team sport, because when it comes down to it, truck drivers take care of truck drivers. We don't like to see other truck drivers out there struggling doing anything, any of the real ones anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got the quote, "I'm a real N word." Like, if you a real truck driver, you know what I mean, then you'll be able to tell him right away, because that's what they'll do. They'll help you by any means necessary. Okay, so anyways, this double brokering thing is just becoming an effing problem, man. This double brokering thing, it's a problem, y'all. It has been going on for some time now. And as you heard, what dude was saying, he made it seem so cool to do so. And I'm trying to set up an interview right now, y'all, with a broker and to see if he was ever taught this, to see if ever, has he heard about doing this, has he lost freight because of this, the freight prices, so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? What's on their end? What's on their end? What could we do a better job? And I'll let Tim know how they can do a better job as being brokers. Also, we just gonna have a real conversation about it, whenever that happens. Hoping to happen soon. But have y'all ever dealt with getting double booked for loads? I had experiences with that about a year ago, and I thought that it may have happened to me recently, and I didn't trust it because it happened to me with a janky company I was with, right? Now, first of all, I should have known that this company was janky because y'all gotta understand and y'all gotta know. Don't bounce around companies, y'all. Like, do not do that because you may see a job that's on Craigslist or something like that, and you might get with a company and they could be using your information with anything and everything. Once they make you go through that the proper protocols, let's just say the proper protocols for getting that job. If I'm not mistaken, they have your information, and once you're with that company, you're running for that company under their MC and DOT number or whatever it is, their motor carrier number and their DOT number. Then they can use your information for whatever loads that they may have, that they may need until you're with another company. Don't say that you could be at home sitting on your couch, but you're not with a trucking company. You were with one, but now you're not. I believe some of these shady companies may still be using your information and our information to book loads, being double booked. I know the brokering is a thing, but I actually could remember dealing with this and them calling and saying, "Well, you're here." I'm like, "How can I be here, there if I'm here? I can't be there and here at the same time. I can't be in Maryland and be in New York at the same time. That's impossible. Like, what are you talking about?" And I think that this is something that also should be cracked down on because because say if something was to happen to this freight, that falls on whoever that name is under, right? Even if you're not under that actual load and you couldn't have been there, they're still going to investigate you. You're still going to have to go through the headache of being investigated and everything else. Not to say that we have anything to hide, so it ain't a big deal, but I believe that this is also a problem. And in some way, if it did not benefit someone, it would not be done. People don't do things that don't benefit them, right? You know what I'm saying? And let's just be real about that, y'all. Especially when it comes to business, right? When you're doing a business deal, you're not gonna sell something for way cheaper than what you pay for it, right? So if you do not break even, if it does not benefit you to get rid of or do whatever it is, then you're just not gonna do it, right? That makes sense, right? Right. So that is just what I wanted to show y'all is that react to this whole mother trucker getting down. I'm loving the new content that he's putting out because he's actually, getting out there and putting a little bit more investigating behind it. And I like that, you know what I'm saying? So that we can all now have conversations about things that really affect us and bringing us more together when it comes to this truck driving thing because we stick together when we're at truck stops. We help each other out back and in. But the one thing that we cannot do is a strike. And I hate to say it, but America, I hate to say it, y'all, it needs to happen because we are so undervalued to the country. We are so undervalued, y'all. We really are. Everything that's around me right now was brought in on the truck, and I appreciate them so much for that. Everything that you have around you was brought in on the truck right now, and I appreciate them for that. Everything, y'all, every single thing down to the vaccinations that was around the world, a truck driver drove them around. Truck drivers drove them around, y'all. And we are so underappreciated. We can have at any given time, y'all. We have, I don't care if it's just think about the $3 buckets you got at Walmart. We're bringing pallets of these buckets. You know what I'm saying? They sell them for they what $5 a piece, $3 to $5 a piece. We're bringing in pallets of these things. So each pallet we may bring in may be 500 buckets. You do the math. 3 times 5, that's 50. You know what I mean? We got a truck full of these buckets. anything that we have in the back of that truck, y'all, is less, no less than $50,000 worth of merchandise at any given time, y'all. And we're driving on them highways, and people does not respect the truck drivers, and it just needs to happen. The strike, it does, because and I know it's a thing that people may be afraid of, because look at the owner operators. You know what I'm saying? They're barely making ends meet right now. You know what I'm saying? And they have these automated trucks. Now they want to put automatic trucks on the road. People can barely drive around somebody who is actually driving, holding the wheel behind the truck, let alone some of these four people who drive cars. We call them four wheelers. You ever heard somebody say four wheeler? Not talking about the motorcycle that's on four wheels. Actually talking about cars. That's what truck drivers call them, right? Let alone an automated 18 wheeler on the side of you with your children, and people don't know this and they want to cut in front of it or cut it off. Yeah, it may stop on a dime, but things can malfunction. Computers malfunction. This is what happens. I don't care if you have somebody in there operating it and pushing buttons. It's just not safe. It's not safe. There's just things that just need to be operated by man. I don't want your computer operating on my grandma. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I don't want, you know what I mean? Like, I love computers for so much things in this world that they can do to help our lives easier, in which they already have. But when it comes down to that, I don't want my wife driving my kids to school being on the side of a computer operated 18 wheeler truck. I'm just sorry. It just, no. You know what I mean? What happens if it get foggy and the sensors go out in the trucks and so forth and so on and blah blah blah? And how much are you gonna pay a guy to go in there and operate that system anyhow? I'm just saying, everything has to be cheaper to these billionaires. We're already driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that big of a deal. You're not losing much. If somebody is driving for one of these $1 billion companies and they got $100,000 of merchandise in the back of their truck, I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? 3% of that, they'll be so happy with that for the week. Even 10, we're not even seeing 10. But y'all just let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man, about the question that I had about being double booked. Has that ever happened to you? Are you aware of that? Is that legal? Is it illegal? How frequent? You know what I mean? Just let me know. Has double booking ever happened to you? And tell me your double brokering story, because I know a lot of people is getting hit with that. Shout out to Mother Trucker for the footage, man. You know what I mean? Want to give credit to him and credit to y'all. Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing out there, man. Truckin Chubbzy be back later this week, man. That's all. Peace out, people.